And what a day, what a roller coaster of a day it was for Scottie Scheffler. He gets up. I mean, if you turn the TV on, you join the broadcast early on. He's 6 under through 6.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, okay, here goes Scottie. And it's almost like the cameras made him a little shy. All of a sudden, he's back to 3 over. Or he plays his next 7 holes 3 over par, but still finishes, still finds a way to shoot 64. This is an incredible round of golf.
It was funny because through his first 6 holes, Data Golf said he was 50% to win the tournament, which is
50%.
Which is just, I mean, a joke. Right now it's at 33%, but that's the level of golf that he's playing, right? He's playing at a clip that is Tiger-like, honestly. Like not in terms of like winning 8 times a year or whatever, but the consistency is just, it's so difficult to maintain that level of consistency at every single tournament. I think he's kind of underrated mentally. Like, he's so locked mentally, and to show up and show up and show up and continue to post 64, 64, 64, 67, 67, you know, it's really an incredible thing. And I hope everybody's appreciating what he's doing right now.
You know, we talked about it after the Players, where he always hits the right shot.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this heading into the week. Is this the kind of golf course where hitting the right shot rewards you? Because, you know, it could turn into a putting contest out here. When 60 is on the card, it's not about avoiding mistakes, right? This is about piling up birdies. And it just, the amazing thing to me is it doesn't matter if it's a really difficult major championship like test or an absolute birdie fest. He finds himself near the top of the leaderboard. Even when in the middle of this round, I mean, the putter went ice cold on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after the first 6 holes, it went ice cold, and he still finds a way to put a number on the card. It's something it's just remarkable.
It is. And he wins in different sort of scoring formats, but he also, not formats, but scoring structures. But he also wins on different types of courses, right? He's won just all over the place, and I think that's one of the signs of a truly great player is like, okay, maybe you can go win at a, you know, I think this has been one criticism of somebody like Rory is like, oh, well, you can win like 1 or 2 types of tournaments over the course of your career. And I don't know if that's fair of Roy or not, but that's what people say about it. And
right,
I think Scheffler that's not what he's done. He's won Bay Hill, he's won Players, he's won Masters, he's won
Phoenix.
Like, those are just very different types of golf courses and styles of play, and he can adapt. And that chameleon like adaptability is pretty wild for the level that he's playing at.
3 shots back of tied for 4th, which includes Jason Day, who was playing in a group with Scottie Scheffler and 2-time defending champion KH Lee, who didn't have his best day. But Jason Day kind of quietly put himself right up near the top of the leaderboard. Kind of a really impressive round after a really slow start. I mean, made 7 pars in a row. Sung-Yul No's out there with 1100 posted. He's able to stay patient and add 4 birdies in a row, 8 through 12, or 8 through 11 rather, and then 3 out of his last 4 to get it with 64.
Yeah, that shirt is not good, by the way. If you're watching on YouTube,
it's unique.
That's one word for it.
It's not camouflage. How would you describe that?
It's abstract art is how I would describe it.
Modern art, something like that.
You know, the thing that's impressive, Greg, about Jason Day in terms of the way he played on Thursday is he's never been, even when he was number 1 in the world, he was not a great iron player, right? He was good, but his real strength was driving and putting. Like, he was the best putter. He was the best putter in the world. I mean, you combine that with somebody that's a top, whatever, 10, 12, 15 driver, you're gonna win some tournaments. And he was good enough with his iron play, but he's kind of an outlier in terms of stars on the PGA Tour who have won a bunch, because most of them are like really elite iron players. And He's not, but he was on Thursday. And that was the thing that kind of stood out to me, is how well he hit his irons and how many strokes he gained in that arena. I will throw this stat at you as we sort of enter the kind of running down the betting board. Between Jason Day, Scottie Scheffler, and Adam Scott, those guys, Data Golf says, have a 54% chance of winning this tournament, and the rest of the field is 46%. So that's pretty interesting. And I think emblematic of just how well, especially Day and Scheffler, have been playing over the last 4, 5, 6 months.
And, with Jason Day, he was 5th today in strokes gained approach. And that's not really an outlier this year. He's 27th on the PGA Tour approaching the green. And from 2017 until this year, he was never inside the top 100. So it was really, while it was better when he was the number one player in the world, although I agree with you, not elite, it was much better, more like this. And then in 17, he's leaning on the putter a little more. 18, he's doing it with short game and putter, and he kind of lost his game for a little bit there. But all of a sudden, this is where the resurgence has come from, iron play. And over the last couple of weeks at the Masters and the Wells Fargo, he had some, kind of tougher rounds. But it looks like I was worried that might stay. He lost strokes approaching the green in both of those weeks, but seems to have it back. I love the patience that he showed. And again, it's really easy to go out there and play a nice round like Hatton did today and shoot 3 under and, not get much out of it. But he stayed tough and put himself right in contention. Yeah,
he definitely did. And I think, Jason Day's been a top 5 player in the world this year. And I feel a little bit about him like I feel about Ricky Fowler, which is people are not paying attention because he hasn't won, right? That's all people care about, which is fair, whatever. But winning is not the only thing when you have 156 guys in a field. You could finish second every week and you find yourself at number 1 in the world,
Right.
So I just Day like legit could win the PGA Championship next week. And I think people would be surprised by that, but they shouldn't be because of how well he's been playing.
The game has been there. Now, Ricky Fowler's won 5 times on tour. So I would argue Ricky is back right now. He's just, that doesn't necessarily have to include a win. Jason Day's won 12 times, which is a little bit more. When Jason Day is playing really well, he understands how to win. And I think we got to get a little closer to a victory for Jason to be officially back. But I love the direction that he's heading in. It's some really good stuff out of Jason Day. I hope it continues for the week.